Hello SLAPAFISH community, welcome back to another World Tanks console video. So in this video, I'm going to be driving the KV-4 KTTS Orthrus, which is a brand new premium tank. Brand new tier 8 premium tankster, Soviet tankster. I just said tankster, which is pretty much just like the KV-4 KTTS, but has a 3-shot autoloader and has a skin. And there's a little minor differences here and there, where the KV-4 KTTS Orthrus little gun up top actually reloads faster and has a better DPM. And there's some aim time and accuracy difference between the two tanks. But other than that, that's pretty much the same. They're pretty much the same. But I do think the Orthrus KV-4 KTTS is actually better than the original KV-4 KTTS, even though lacking like 400 to 500 DPM. Why do I think it's better? Well, it's a 3-shot autoloader, so basically you can fire your 3 shots off, then switch directly to your little gun, and while your main gun's reloading, you can just fire the little gun off. So this is a very good combination between the two, the multi-turret system and the autoloader system. You have one little multi-turret, so you don't have to really worry about switching between multiple little turrets. So when you fire your 3 shots on your main gun, just switch to your little gun, which I'm definitely going to be showing off in this replay. In this clip right now on the IKV, I put a shot in the IKV and put another shot with the IKV and secured the kill with the little gun. But just like that. And you'll be seeing me like using the little gun while I'm under a reload. So now let's talk a little about the KV-4 KTTS. Now the KV-4 KTTS Orthrus actually has a really dang good gun. It does 320 damage per shot. It's also the KV-4's gun, which I love the KV-4's gun because it has high penetration at 227 standard and 289 on its premium, which is pretty dang good for tier 8. That's actually high standard penetration at 227. It's always been that high. The Orthrus does not really have the gun depression, 5 degrees. It only has 5 degrees of gun depression. It doesn't have the amazing gun depression that the KV-4 has. The inner clip reload is very long, at 3 seconds. You could definitely feel it in this tank. I wish the inner clip reload was a lot faster, but 3 seconds is, it's 3 seconds. Nothing really much you can do with that. Slow top speed at 35. That's why I'm running the traction system. And you know what? I didn't really tell you what I'm running on this tank. So yeah, also you have 1500 hit points. Your view range sucks at 370. So yeah. So let's talk about what I have equipped on this tank right quick. So I have the traction system, like I said earlier, the camo net, and the enhanced gun leg drive. Yes, this is a gun leg drive. Yep. Now, my 9 skills I have on my commander is Born Leader, Rapid Loading, 6th Sense, Snapshot, Off-Road Driving, Run and Gun, Rapid Aim, Steady Aim, and Armor Angling. Now, if you notice, I have a lot of the accuracy skills because this thing can be very inaccurate sometimes. Which is very confusing because the original KV-4 had really good accuracy and it could snipe really nicely. Well, the base accuracy of this tank is .38, which is not good for the type of gun this is. This is a 107mm, so you would think it would have better accuracy than .38. And yeah, the armor is just fantastic. I'm not really going to talk too much about the armor just yet because I have a clip of the armor just working against tier 9s, tier 8, tier 9s. And there's been many times where I have sat in the KV-4 KTTS in front of tier 10s, tier 9s, and tier 8s, and they could not penetrate me. And it was funny. So anyway, easily still all got first place, made 140,000 silver. So I'm going to skip the travel time for most of the part. And it's been about 40 seconds. So let's just get into it. So this match I'm going to be going over here about by myself with this Corvette. This Scourge. And we're pretty much going to be holding off. And here's the first tier 9. It's Object 432, which doesn't have the best penetration on its standard rounds. But there's the first bounce. But I'm going to easily take out this Object 432. He thinks Skyscraper is going to work against his tank. Already put 2 shots, 3 shots, and boom. I'm going to actually switch to the little gun and just fire nothing but high explosive. I think. Yeah, there it goes. And just keep them, like, just keep firing right there. I'm not doing anything to him. Maybe there's an off chance I'll take his strike off. But it's just to keep him around that corner so my main gun can explode. Put 1 shot into him, 2 shots, and now this 3rd shot is actually going to be the killing shot. Goodbye, Object 432. That was a very, very easy take down. So, I do want to say, you have some weak points in this tank. And there's artillery nailing me. Your weak points is when... Your weak points are where the gun is. When the gun is pointing at the enemy, the armor is strong. But when the gun is pointing like to the right or to the left of the enemy, then you expose a very important and very big weak point. Because your armor gets flat and you start losing a lot of armor when you turn left or turn right for your gun. And that's basically how I'm going to die. If I didn't actually... I'm going to be looking on at a Tiger P. I think it was going to be a Tiger P. And I was focusing to my right. And because I was focusing to my right and using my gun to look right, I exposed a very important weak point. And yeah. And they killed me by it. If I was actually looking that way, they would have never penetrated the armor. Also, another thing about the KV-4 KTTS. Keep the armor angled. This is a very important tank to keep angled. It's got 220 millimeters of armor at the front, 250 on its gun mantlet, and it's got really nice armor. Just got to keep it angled. If you can keep it angled, you're going to just bounce everything. And this is the part. And don't do what I'm doing when there's a whole bunch of tanks in front of you. Because when I'm looking right, I'm exposing a very big weak point, and that's how I die. I actually get shot. I had to go back into the replay system and look where the killing shot went. It actually, it doesn't show up here, but it's on the minigun. The little turret on top, I get shot on the side of it, where the armor is weaker, a lot weaker than the front of it. So yeah, that's it for this video. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, all the SLAPAFISH, because why not? And peace out, see ya.